Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life, and I have another special top 10 list this evening for you guys. This is going to be my top 10 friendships in movies. Now, for this list, they don't have to be friends to start off the movie. They can become friends later on in the movie. Doesn't matter how far into the movie um, they become friends, just as long as they're friends by the end of the movie or have that friendship relationship. Three honorable mentions I'll get to. I have Chewie and Han from Star Wars. I also have Riggs and Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon. And I have McClane and Sergeant Al Powell from Die Hard. Now, see, they didn't start off as friends. They didn't even know each other. But throughout the movie, they formed that special bond, that friendship, um, because of the situation and what was going on. And then they have their friendship go further, and we see more in the second film, even though we don't see Sergeant Powell that long. They did form a friendship in the first movie, and it led into the second movie. But those are my honorable mentions. There are many, many more that I'm sure I'm forgetting, but this is my top 10 favorite friendships in movies. Now, it doesn't have to be just two friends, it can be two or more. It can be a group, which you'll see on my list. Um, but there's no amount of numbers as far as friends go. So let's get to the list. Coming in number 10 is Craig and Smokey from Friday. Their friendship is unlike any other. Uh, they're basically hanging out, having a good time, still living at home, uh, and just living it up. And on a typical Friday, they're hanging out on the porch, and their characters they play so well off one another. Uh, their friendship, and you can tell these two guys are friends off and on the screen as well. But their characters are hilarious. They work well off one another, and this is a friendship that I hope we get to see in a final Friday movie. I'm crossing my fingers, but that friendship is top notch and one of the funnier friendships as well. Coming in at number 9 is Buzz and Woody from Toy Story. Of course, they don't start off as friends to begin the movie. It takes them a while to warm up. Eventually, in the second half of the movie, they become close. They eventually become friends. And from there, it has spawned three sequels now. We got the third one currently in theaters. So, but their friendship's fun, and it's been enjoyable since 1995 when the first movie came out. So, but that is my number 9, Buzz and Woody. Number 8 is Wayne and Garth. Wayne and Garth, Wayne's World. They're friends to begin the movie. They both still live at home, uh, and they're just a bunch of funny ass characters. Of course, they got these characters from Saturday Night Live, and this is one of the best movies to be the focus off a sketch of Saturday Night Live. There's been a few others that have been good, but this is definitely one of the best. Many other examples you have Coneheads, which I believe is really good. The Blues Brothers is my favorite film to be made off a sketch from Saturday Night Live. But yeah, that is number 8, Wayne and Garth. Party on. Number 7 is Harry and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber. Jeff Daniels, Jim Carrey, these two characters of friendship is famous throughout Hollywood. If you do not know who these two characters are, then you don't know your movies because this is one of the best comedies of all time. Um, they work so well off one another, and even though it did spawn a sequel, which was less than par what we're used to, you can still tell in that movie that those two characters um, were top notch, great friends, and just a lot of fun. And so, yeah, they come in at number 7, Harry and Lloyd. Number 6 is The Losers Club. Now, I did praise The Losers Club from the 2017 Stephen King's It. I do think they are better overall as a collective group than the original group, but for this list, as far as friendships, I think the friendships in the original movie are better than the friendships in this remake. But both are very solid. I thought about putting both on there, but I have a soft heart for the 1990 movie made for TV, and so yeah, it gets the nod over the 2017 film. So the Losers Club comes in at number 6. Number 5 is Marty McFly and Doc Brown from Back to the Future. The trilogy is excellent. There's talks, grumblings, and mumblings around Hollywood that they're thinking about remaking this. All I can say is good luck with that. As you're seeing with a lot of great trilogies that have been established, it is hard to remake or continue the story without the original people. Men in Black International, for example, even though it's not struggling as bad as people say, it only made $102 million this weekend, and it's got a $110 million budget. It's going to need to make at least $500 million to even make some sort of a profit with all the advertising and stuff they've been doing too. But getting back to my pick, though, Marty McFly and Doc Brown, I love their friendship. You have an older gentleman, you have a young kid. They both have different dreams and goals, and this movie is fantastic. Many people may not know that Michael J. Fox was not the first choice, or actually not the first choice, but he couldn't do Marty McFly to begin with because of his involvement with Family Ties, the TV show he was doing. They wouldn't let him do the movie. So 6 weeks into filming the film, they had Eric Stoltz, who is a great actor, don't get me wrong, but he just didn't fit. They stopped production and begged the people at Family Ties to let them have Michael J. Fox. And so they worked it out to where Michael would work on Family Ties during the day and he would work on Back to the Future at night. So during a 5-6 month period, he was only getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day doing both. And that's just a testament to how hard he worked. But it was definitely worth it, not only for his career, but for the film, the franchise. And I thank God that they went with Michael J. Fox. And yeah, Marty McFly, Doc Brown, great friendship. Number 4, you have John Gustafson and Max Goldman from Grumpy Old Men. Now, some people may say that they're not actually friends, but they are. They're neighbors, they butt heads, but in reality, you find out when you watch the movie, they do care for one another. They care what happens to one another, but they're just a bunch of grumpy old men who like pulling pranks on one another. And this Grumpy Old Men is one of my favorite comedies. Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, not only in this movie, but many years, many decades before that, where they're the Odd Couple. Phenomenal. These two have done many, many movies together. Besides the Grumpy Old Men movies, they did 2 Odd Couple movies, which were both really good. First one's better, but I did enjoy the second one. Out to Sea, I think they did. I haven't seen that one. And then, of course, both the Grumpy films. But yeah, their friendship in the movies is great. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, they definitely deserve a spot in the top 5. Coming in at number 3 is Christopher Robin and Pooh from Winnie the Pooh. most notably the 1977 Winnie the Pooh movie. Uh, but the Christopher Robin movie that came out last year was really good. I really enjoyed it. Uh, Ewan Ewan McGregor did a great job playing an older Christopher Robin, and I love the characters. Pooh is my favorite, but if I had to pick someone that's not Pooh, then I gotta go with uh, who was it? Rabbit. I love Rabbit and Winnie the Pooh. Of course, there are a lot of people who say with Tigger and Eeyore, but I love Rabbit, especially in the 1977 movie. But yeah, Christopher Robin and Pooh, that friendship is unlike any other, and yeah, just great. A friendship that I just got to know that came out in December in a film called Bumblebee, which is a fantastic prequel to the first movie. If you haven't seen Bumblebee, I highly recommend that you check that out. But the friendship between Bumblebee and Charlie Watson, phenomenal. I love this film. There's talks of them doing another movie, another prequel with these two characters. Although how the movie ended in the first one, I don't know how they do it, but you never know. We'll just have to see. Uh, I would love to see their characters meet up in a sequel. I think that'd be great to continue off of either Michael Bay's movies or just to start a new one. However, it's a great friendship, and Bumblebee. If you don't know me, he is my favorite Transformer of all time. He is Optimus Prime's second in charge, and he's funny. He's funny in the movies, and I don't care what anybody says about Michael Bay. I love those movies. I'm a diehard Transformers fan. Yes, the Transformers didn't look like they did in the cartoons, but we can't always have what we want, and I still love the movies regardless. And my number one friendship in movies is the Sandlot crew. You have Smalls, Benny, Ham, Squints, Yeah, um, Janunez, Bertram, and Timmy and Tommy, the twins. They have a great bond, great friendship. Smalls is new to the crew. First, they don't accept him because he's goofy, but eventually, because of Benny, he is brought in to play and be the ninth man. And from there, they form a great friendship, and it is just a lot of fun. And if you haven't seen The Sandlot, then you're obviously not a sports fan, baseball fan, or a movie fan. It's one of the best sports movies of all time. And yeah, I love the Sandlot crew and the 9 characters. So there you have it. That is my top 10 list of friendships and movies. So in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinion on my list, and give me some of your favorite friendships and movies. Um, Other than that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe today for more content. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, and please share this list on your social media as you see fit to. I thank you guys for liking and supporting my channel, and check you later.